because that's how it works. Hey. You know, I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why YouTube has it set up to do that. That's silly. It's dumb. Welcome back to my new house. Is that mirrored for you guys? That's funny. Why is it mirrored? Can I change that? Just stops the stream. That's why would you do that? Why do you have a button that does that? What does this do? Oh, I can make a sticker. Countdown Q&A. Oh. Ask a question. No, I don't want to do that. No, I did that last time and I thought it was dumb. It was about kiwis. Get out of here. Hello. Hi. What's this? Oh, I can do makeup. I'm wearing glasses and a hat. That's not gonna... Radioactive? What the fuck? Do I get to see... Whoa! What? Horror movie? Oh. Dance party? X-ray? Oh, that's the dance party. X-ray? Oh. Infrared? Thermal? Oh. Oh. I wonder if that's real. Okay, well, we're not gonna use any of these. Mirror? Oh. Fucking... Big head? Yes. Does it make my hands look tiny enough? Alright, I'll stop. I'm gonna stop. Alright, hi. Yeah, happy 17th birthday to me. Okay, listen, that was not me sharing the wrong link. That was YouTube sharing the wrong link. I didn't do that. Welcome. Hello. Hi. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. I'm gonna start telling people I'm 10 years younger than I am because everybody thinks I'm 10 years younger than I think I'm more than 10 years younger than I am. I have something to show you guys. You're gonna come with me. So I did a bunch of gardening, but I can't show you out front because, you know, I don't want to dox myself too badly. But look, I fixed this plant. My sister gave me this plant, and it was all wilty and falling over, right? Like this guy. And so I gave him some more dirt, and he's doing a lot better now. He still needs a little bit of love. He might still need a little bit more dirt. But that's okay. Come with me if you want to live. People think I'm 27. It's not right. This is my kitchen. I've saved the pothos. Or sorry, this guy. The Monstera. The Monstera, so we clipped one piece off of it. We clipped some of the things in here, but now I've put it in a bigger pot. It's all got fresh dirt in it. Its leaves are looking like, not the best, but like they're doing okay. But it's like sprung up, so this guy's a little bit wilty up there. I don't know what that's about, but that's okay. Come out back with me. What's my haircut's name? George? I don't know. I don't think my haircut has a name. I do it myself, so it doesn't really have a thing, you know what I mean? Alright. We're out back. Don't mind... Oh my god, this net. I gotta close the window. Door. Whatever. So, I've got... Let me flip you guys around. I've got this clover plant that I just dug out of my backyard. Like, at the old place that I just put in a pot. So, there's that. And then, look at all my tomato plants. Okay, except this one. This one's a jade plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's at least 25. And look at it. Got little tomato. They got these little flyy bugs on them. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what these little white bugs are about. We gotta do something about those little white bugs. I think those are probably a problem, but I'm not sure. Come with me. I have this. This is a spray bottle. It's got water and vinegar in it. Time to murder some bugs. It's hot out. It's spicy. Alright, get sprayed. This has been working. I just have to keep it up. Otherwise, they get like... You don't want a lot. Just enough to get these little guys off of there. I'll water them again later today. Oh, those are my mats for the kitchen. They're just outside right now. I shouldn't have brought my tea out here. I'm not going to sit out here. It's way too hot. Slippers. But yeah, I don't know what those little bugs are. How am I in long pants? Because it's too hot. Because these are my pajama pants. I was sleeping in these, and I haven't gotten changed yet. Ugh. Wouldn't vinegar spoil the pH? If it was a lot, like if you put too much. If it was just vinegar in that bottle, yeah, that would be a lot of vinegar. But because it's a little bit of vinegar and mostly water, and I'm just giving it like a little bit of a spray, it's not gonna hurt it. If you watered your plant with vinegar, yeah, that would be a problem. Yeah, I got you guys plugged back in because I didn't really have enough power. You don't get to use water unless you have power. Otherwise, all the plants are doing really well. So I got them all transferred to all those pots. My mom gave me those pots Saturday. On Saturday. And so yesterday I got them all. Yeah, my haircut doesn't have a name. I just got it shaved on this side, and I need to reshave it, and then I need to trim my bangs, but other than that. Thank you! It was my birthday! Child sweatpants. Yes. I am very small. I haven't gotten my caffeine in yet. I got my tea going. I was gonna bring you guys just for the tea as well, but I didn't because the tea cup was really loud and I needed to charge my phone. So that's how that worked. Are you guys enjoying the hot takes? How many times have you had to go goblin mode on your roommates for not changing the TP besides that one time? I still think only one time. You think you're still in the United States, but you're not sure. Quick, get out of there, Tom. Get out. No, I am not. Although, I do recall saying that I would do a cover song whenever we hit 5,000 subs. So, if you want to subscribe, if you want to hear me sing a song, cheers, we could do that. You wish you could get out? Wish you, what, of the United States? Get out! I got a Mandarin. These are great. These things first thing in the morning are like, have become my favorite thing. You will notice that there's also like a bunch of dirt in my fingernails right now. And that is because of all the gardening I was doing. I haven't gotten them cleaned up yet. Hey, you gotta come find me? I get buried in the YouTube algorithm. I am buried. If you found me, you've scrolled too deep. Hi, if you're doom scrolling and that's how you got here, stop. Go to bed. Drink some water. Your wedding was good? That's good. Cena, the NDA, Lindsey Graham's had his sexual partner signing, and now they're null and void. Oh no, I did not. I did see that Lindsey Graham had passed away, and the fact that that man did not outlive Mitch McConnell, I think, says something about licking Donald Trump's asshole. Just about to throw a curve. Whoosh. Softball. Boop. Softball's crazy. I need to talk about. Oh, okay. Look, it's suggesting another Q&A. Let's do it. Hey, I was trying to turn it green. It didn't. Oh, that's okay. Sweet or savory breakfast? Move. I don't want to. Just don't be on top of my fucking big ass forehead. What are you doing? Oh, I deleted it. Well, fuck you guys. I guess. I need to get a thing to put my peel on. Isn't softball just baseball, but girls throwing underhand? Oh, I guess, yeah. That is certainly a way to put it. Hello, you're new. Welcome. Hi. Welcome to my house. I got a bike. I'll show you guys my bike later. But it needs WD-40, which I do have. It's right there. So I got some WD-40 for it. I don't know. It needs new like rubber or something for the handles, and I think instead of getting new rubber for the handles, I have some twine. So I think I'm just gonna wrap it in twine because why not, right? Right? Excuse me while I open this. Oh, you're from Charlotte, North Carolina? I've been there one time, briefly. I was passing through. Lots of clay. It was very red. Well, yeah, Lindsey Graham was an asshole, but, you know, whatever. I should talk about Hockey Night in Canada going away. Well, it's not totally going away. They're just not going to be airing the NHL anymore, and they're making NHL pay-per-view. And people are mad about it. And I kind of get that. I kind of get that people are mad about that, but at the same time, I'm kind of okay with that. I don't like the pay-per-view NHL nonsense, but it's so Americanized at this point that, like, fine, whatever. Of course that was going to happen. You know what I mean? But the secondary part of that is that I do want to see other sports and other teams that are that are not the NHL. So, like, you know, women's hockey. A handful of years ago, when the NHL went on strike for some reason, I don't remember why they went on strike, but they went on strike for some reason, and then the NHL wasn't playing on air, and they started playing women's hockey, and it was so good, and it was really popular. I wish Canada would win a fucking cup. It was the Penguins were winning, and then it was Florida, right? And now this year, I already forget who won this year. Everyone got whiplash when they heard a Republican senator was dead and it wasn't Mitch McConnell. I know, right? I don't look a day over 45. Oh, thanks. Because I eat this citrus. What did I do for my birthday? Well, I woke up and I changed the toilet paper roll. That's what I did. First thing. Fucking. Fucking hell. They're doing it on purpose at this point. I look like your chemistry teacher. I do give teacher librarian vibes. You eat clementines? Clementines are great. I like clementines. Was she a good teacher? I know how to throw it back. I used to dance. I've been debating on practicing dance again just for funsies. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to, though. I can't periodically see over the table. Or I can only periodically see over the table when I have a stool. Oh my god, vegan t-shirt. I haven't looked at that channel in ages. I meant to go and do a little bit of coverage of it, and then I forgot. Probably for the best, to be honest. You don't know if she was a good teacher, but she was hot. Oh, valid. You do be like that. Am I a vegan? No. I am not a vegan. I kind of look vegan. How do you look vegan? I want to, please elaborate. That sounds wonderful. Only you can prevent forest fires. I know, right? Hello, welcome. I was in Montana, not too many vegetarians there. Had bison for the first time. I'm not a vegan and I'm not a vegetarian, but I do not eat a ton of meat. Thin, pale outlaw? Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that. I don't have much to say about it, though, obviously, because I am a tiny white girl. Wish you had those oranges. Yeah, these are... I don't know what they did to these mandarins, but these are some good mandarins. They are the right amount of, like that little bit of sour. They're, like, just the right amount of acidity. Does eating people count as living off the land? I feel like that counts, right? Like, people live on the land, and if you're a person eating off of the land, like, you're eating people, and those people... That sounds like eating off of the land to me. I can't see... What's my body count? Well, you know. Are you talking about the number of people I've destroyed? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hold on, sorry, I gotta count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17. Upwards of 20. I have absolutely destroyed people's, like, upwards of 20 people's YouTube careers. I wonder if it's Redemption Time. I haven't watched it yet. I saw you link it, and I definitely want to look at it. People concerned about GMOs feel a little bit silly to me. Because, like, everything by now is basically a GMO, and so, like, I feel like people that are worried about it don't really understand what they are. Look like Kristen Stewart. You know, I've gotten Elliot Page from, like, younger pre-transition Elliot Page, but I have not got... I don't think I've heard Kristen Stewart. I like that. For every person you screw, you lose a part of your soul. So how many people can I screw before I lose my soul entirely? Or is it diminishing returns? So, like, if I fuck one person, do I lose 50%? But if I fuck 2 people, I lose 50%, and then I lose 50%, so I've only lost a quarter? Is that how it works? Or is it, like, a set amount, like I always lose 20% of the overall total no matter what? I need answers. It's like, I just see, like, how much soul, like, 100% of soul, do I lose 1% every time I screw somebody? I've screwed over a lot of people. Does that count? Or does it, are you just talking about having sex? Does any type of sex count? Or is it specifically... Or is it specifically... missionary? Are you lesbian? What do you think? Guess. Oh, only butt sex counts? The soul only comes out during butt sex? I love how these devolve so quickly. Man, you could do doggy style butt sex. Negative 25% aura. Can you regain the aura by posing? Can you aura farm and get your soul back? Can you overheal? So like if you can you get like temporary overheal of soul so you can like get more back? Yes, that is a tattoo. If you wanted, listen, I have a type, and that is a thing that gets discussed on the channel on a semi-regular basis, so you'll have to stay tuned to find out. I'm sure it'll come up and you'll be able to figure it out. Shut up, Smitty! You can't expose me like that. How dare you? How dare you? Taller than me. It's, to be fair, it's hard to be shorter than I am. I don't think I would dislike a man or a lady smaller than me. It would be odd. If you're not Brendan Fraser, I only like him platonically. It's platonic. Don't ruin it. Oh, thank you very much. Happy birthday to me. Chesh dating a shorter guy would be shockingly cute. That would be pretty adorable. I don't know how you could be smaller than me and not adorable, quite frankly. Trying to think if me or DP Debunks is shorter. I'm shorter. I can almost guarantee that. Hey, Magicus! Been a goblin miner for 5 months. Thank you. Thank you, Magicus. Happy birthday to me! Everybody, all your questions must be in the form of a compliment while you're in my Queen Goblin court. Back in the 80s, there were twin little people, but they were both multimillionaires and on infomercials all the time. Oh, fun. Oh, fun! Keebler version of Tinder. Listen here, you. I'm a homunculus. Technically true. If you don't believe me, you can go and ask Dapper Dinosaur. Hey, you don't like my hat? You don't like my hat? I thought I was gonna be sitting outside more. Let me double check my phone power. I guess I could take my charger outside. It's a beautiful yellow. Yeah, it's like a yellowish gold color, like a sunset yellow. I'm not entirely sure exactly what color it is, but the whole room is this color. Look, I'll show you. The whole room is this color. I really like it. I thought it was gonna be a bit like, look at the crown molding, like it's crazy. This weird ass pillar. I gotta take that pillar off and find out what's underneath there. I don't know what that's about. It's the back rooms, guys. Guys, help! My living room is the back rooms. I like wearing this hat because I like wearing this hat when there's flat earthers around. People who think the earth is flat because it's called an Oakley. It's Oakley. So, men would go to war for women like me. I would go to war for women like me. I'm the kind of woman who would go to war. I don't know if that's because of my attitude or it's just because I'm Canadian. That's just my vibe. My hair's falling apart today. I don't know what's going on. It's too long. I need to go cut it. My house has a central vac. My house has a central vac, and I don't have a hose for it, and I don't know if it works. So I might have to buy a new unit for it. I'm not 100% sure. Hold on, you guys are coming with me. I need another cup of tea. Come with me if you want to live. It's like 31 degrees outside, and I'm low-key worried that it's gonna be too hot for the tomatoes, but it'll probably be fine. Like, I'm not too worried about it, just a little bit, though. I need to grow my hair longer. If you go on the channel, you can find videos of me with hair, like, down to, like, here. My hair's not that long right now. It needs to be a little bit longer, so it's like, where is it? Where's it at? It's like it's that in between stage. It needs to get a little bit longer. It needs to get to about here, and then I'll be happy about it. But right now it's in between long and short, and it sucks. Why are you still falling over? Stop. Cease, desist. Ah! Don't worry about me, I'm just falling over. It's fine. Ugh. You just scrolled in. Welcome. I'm having a birthday party, I guess. I'm making more tea. I was just showing off my tomato plants. Who would go to war over Chesh, but who would go to Dark Souls over Chesh? Oh no. Oh no, Dark Souls. Are we doing Dark? My guy. My guy. Oh, you made it to Canada. Congratulations, Tom. You've made it. You want to see it? You want to see my tomatoes? I've been giving them away. I gave my sister 2 or 3 of them. I gave my mom 1. I gave another sister of mine 1 recently. I think I gave at least 1 more away, but I can't remember who. 2. Alright, let's go see the tomatoes. Let's go. Follow me. Let's go check out my tomato plants. Big old fly. Da-da! So I got a couple babies. These little guys. And they're bouncing back pretty good. You can see, like, here they were getting a little bit yellow because they were all stuck together a little bit too long. But these guys are in these little cups. And the little cups just help water them from the bottom so they don't get watered from the top and they don't get goobery. So we can actually take them out of the cups for now. That's probably a good idea. So they can drain a little bit better. So I definitely recommend if you've got some of these. They're just like little plastic, like, little cups. So there's the little ones. This is my jade plant. It's got some grass growing in it. I'm pretty sure a chipmunk buried some seeds in there, and that's how that happened. But and like you can see that it's starting to bark like up here, which is really, really good. These guys have bounced back really well. I actually dragged the hose out yesterday and dragged it through the house. And so they get all the morning sunlight. You can see this guy got a little bit yellow, little bit crispy. They didn't quite get enough, but look at all the little tomatoes on them. Got little tomatoes there, your tomatoes here. They're starting like right there. But they've got these little white bugs on them. I don't know what that's about. I'm trying to deal with that, but we'll see. You can see there's some fresh tomato, like really little baby tomato. Bigger ones. So they're already coming in. I got another one here. This one's got some flowers coming up. There's some flowers on that one there. This guy's struggling a little bit. I should probably take this off, actually. My phone's getting too hot out here. And I got a couple more over here. So yeah, those are my tomato plants. And there's that guy, and then there's the Monstera. The Monstera's doing okay. Hope beyond hope. Don't let your dreams be memes. We believe. Ugh. All right, what did I miss while I was showing off the plants? What do you guys think? You guys like my tomato plants? I'm gonna have more tomato plants than you can shake a stick at. That's what's gonna happen. There we go. And I have my big pink elephant. You like the plants? I think they're doing so good. My sister is giving me plants to save. My sister and my mother are now giving me plants to save because apparently I'm the green thumb of the family now. Bro, are we bringing up Russian vids? Brother. Is my sister single? Which one? I think one of them is right now. What about the other plants? The other plants are doing good. Well, I showed you the spider plant right there. You can see the other one in the back. That one's, I don't know about that one. Like, it seems like it's doing fine, but I'm not sure about it. There's one behind me right now. You can see that one that I just got that was being pretty sad when it arrived, but it's sprung up and is doing really good. Those two guys are doing good. 3, actually. That's 3 plants. I think one of them needs to be repotted soon. I wonder if they're going to get flowers. So those are, I don't know exactly what type, like what they are, but they are, I know they're a succulent. And they grow a really pretty little pink flower on them. And I wonder if they're going to sprout flowers this year. We'll find out, I guess. Oh yeah, no, these sofas are super fucking comfortable. The best part, one of the best parts about these, check this out. Hold on, excuse me, pardon me. I'm just gonna put that right there. Let me just, where is it? They're loungers. They're lounge chairs. You can just lean all the way back. And they're the type that don't, like, they're designed so they don't hit the wall when you lean them back. Yeah, these couches are great. You could sleep here. You can bonsai any tree. Kind of. Yeah, some trees take to it better than others, but you can basically bonsai any tree. You're gonna steal my sofa? Okay. That's fine. Come on over. I got a beaten stick. I don't know if you guys saw it while I was walking by. Here, let me show you. Right there, that stick. That's actually a that's a quarterstaff. Oh yeah, there's also a towel there because I was running the hose through the house. I do. I got a comfy lap. I've got the perfect kind of lap for laying your head in. It's true. You need to employ Bilbo to steal my sofa. Yeah. Venus flytraps are super cool. I absolutely want one. I absolutely want one. This is just my plant collection so far. This is my plant collection thus far. And so now that I'm in the new house, I want to get, and there's Puck. And I want to get I obviously want to get more plants, bigger plants. I'm trying to grow the jade plant into a tree. Not actually a Muppet. Might really be a Muppet. Could truly be a Muppet. The lavender plant to a chest shot. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, I'm allergic to lavender. It's an odd allergy, I'm not gonna lie. It's a strange one. I am struggling with my hair. I'm gonna shave it all off. It's all gonna be gone. I'm having a time. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday to me. I've been trying to get one of the people who's going to jail over a Facebook group. I've been trying to get her to take a bet with me as an excuse to shave my head. I can never visit France. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I really like lilacs. I really want to plant a lilac outside. I just don't know if I have a good spot for it. So I was pulling out all the weeds. I've already filled up 2 bags, and I've only done 1/4 of the front that needs to get done, and it is just like one strip down the driveway. It's not even like a whole yard or anything. It's just like one strip. I haven't even gotten to the backyard. Actually, I'm probably gonna get to some of that today. But there's I as I was pulling it up, I'm like, it's really rocky. Like it's just so I don't know what I'm gonna plant in there because I don't know what's gonna be able to survive. I don't know if I need to get a bunch of new dirt and lay that down. It's definitely gonna have to get new mulch. I really want to get a bird bath out there. Yo, lavender is in everything. Anything purple is suspect as far as I'm concerned. Oh, thank you, Eve. This is my birthday stream. This is my birthday stream this year. Hi, Alias. Thank you. Lavender is great. But it's in everything and it won't fuck off. I feel like an American allergic to corn. That's so unfortunate. Olivia is suspect of being lavender until proven otherwise. I might be allergic to you. You vaguely described the company to your Uber driver. His response was morons. Yeah, like they certainly do make a good talking point though, right? Like they're a fun conversation topic because like what the fuck? Kind of like the sconces. Like you look at those sconces and you're just like, what the fuck? They're a good fucking topic. Your friend's ex was you're Australian. There's a few Australians that come around here. Come around these parts. My friend's ex was allergic to it, and yeah, it had to be super careful about every cleaning product. Yeah, because it's in everything. It's in so many cleaning products. What about the purple guy from FNAF? Oh, he's definitely suspect. Michael Afton or William Afton. Both of them, they're very suspect. I should talk about one of my FNAF theories. I think that there's something everybody has overlooked in the FNAF University series. And it's that I'm pretty sure Baby is Charlie or a version of Charlie. Game theory. Let's go. I'm pretty sure Baby is a version of Charlie, and most likely a mimic version of Charlie, of the little girl who becomes the marionette. You're from Portugal? That's cool. What looks a lot more professional? Oh yeah, the new programs you're building. Yeah, I like I like Game Theory. They're a good time. Australia is great. Every time I think of Australia when I'm thinking like culturally, I think every time I'm like seeing anything or hearing about Australia, I'm like Australia just seems like Canada but warm. Like it just seems like it seems the same kind of vibe. Same kind of cultural like situation. Rocket scientist cousin recommended The Children of Time. Oh, that sounds familiar. Oh, really? I like Tom. That's his name, right? 3 p.m. in the UK. I don't know what time it is. What time is it right now? It's 10:30. Yeah, we're here every Monday. We're here. Well, I was moving, so barring that I was moving, but I'm here on Mondays. Chill Mondays. Clint's reptile latest. Inland taipan. Best pet snake. I'm pretty sure the best pet snake is tofu. Tofu's hilarious. Aww. Aww, Oxgull's making friends. Yeah. See? The internet is fun sometimes. Never change internet. After I just got blasted with a ton of sexual harassment to the surprise of fucking nobody. But that's okay. You have two Rottweilers? Oh my god, big old pumpkin heads. Dogs are great. US is gonna have to do an Australian emu war, except ours will be the feral hogs. Canada might have to too. Yeah, the feral hogs have moved north and they have acclimatized to the winter in Canada, where they make these things that the Canadians have called pigloos. This is how serious Canada is as a country. This infestation from our southern neighbors of wild boars that are quite dangerous and ecologically problematic, to say the least, ecologically like destructive, have now managed to grow some extra hair, become acclimatized to the winter, and they bury themselves in the snow for insulation, creating these little mounds that they're inside of, and then they pop out and jump scare you. And we call them pigloos, like Pig, pig, Loos. So igloos, but pigloos. Because we're very, very serious people. But it's just a regional variant. It's a Pokemon regional variant. I have yet to find a good pizza place. I've been struggling to find a good pizza place. I feel like I just need to start just making it myself. Ugh. Yeah, I've just been unsatisfied with all the pizza I've eaten recently. We've been trying a couple. So I play Dungeons and Dragons on Sundays, so like in person. So we get pizza because it's cheap and easy, and we're lazy. Um, and we've been trying different places, and I'm unsatisfied so far. We had Pizza Nova last time, and it was okay. The garlic bread was ass. Like, it's not even real garlic bread. We tried Domino's. I didn't like it. It was too saucy. Too much sauce. Montreal has good pizza. I'm gonna have to travel every Sunday to Montreal. You love Domino's? The only reason I was even willing to spend the money on Domino's is because we got a fucking there's a deal right now for 50% off. And at 50% off for 2 large pizzas cost us like over $30. I'm like, over $30 with 50% discount? Are you fucking kidding me? And then it was so saucy that I was just like, never, no, fuck this. It's not even worth it at that 50% discount. Horrid. Maybe I'll get Little Caesars next time. I like Little Caesars. I like their garlicky powder that they put on everything. And they have twisty bread. I like twisty bread. Is it just me or does this sound like a first world problem? This is definitively a first world problem. This is absolutely a first world problem. I could just go and make my own pizza if I cared that much. This is deciding what is the best pizza place is absolutely a first world problem. There's an Italian food place not too far, but I don't think they'll let me buy pizza for takeout, but I could try. Yeah, Little Caesar's pizza does not last. You gotta eat it like then. But I mean, we do, so it might work. There's a place that's like a local place that's a little bit far from us now, but I think that place is one of the better places. I forget what it's called. Pizzas are half a grilled cheese, justifying Domino's prices for half grilled cheese is daylight robbery. Yeah, no, nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Pizza, which is Canadian, by the way, used to have really good pickle spears, like the battered pickle spears. Fuck, I love that shit. Deep fried pickle spears are the best. You get stuffed crust sometimes. I actually like thin crust a lot of the time. It has been a long time since I had Pizza Hut. It's been a long time. I don't even know where the local Pizza Hut is in my city, if there is one. Hate the comments on videos about LGBT. Whoa, sorry, hold on. What is this? What is it? I hate those comments on videos about LGBTQ. I assume you meant LGBTW. I'm assuming you mistyped. And in the replies, they just put Jesus loves you, and it feels like they're being homophobic. Because they're being homophobic. Because they're being homophobic. Because they are. I don't. That is just, yeah. It's just using a Christian undertone when everybody knows that Christian undertone or overtone has an underlying homophobia problem. So, you're not wrong. You're not overthinking it. That is homophobic. It's just not blatant homophobia. And maybe not every individual means that. Like, that might not be their intention, but it is what they're doing. Absolutely. No, you're 100% right. Because it's meant to be dismissive of whatever you're saying, based off of who you are, based off of their religious dogma, which is mostly just an incorrect interpretation of a hate, as an excuse for hate, basically. My identity is transparent. My pronouns are who and where. I like to do so I don't bother identifying. Sometimes I look more masculine, sometimes I look more feminine. I can pull off a little bit of I'm a little bit androgynous, as it were. And so I just don't bother. So if people call me guy or gal or whatever, I just don't, I don't bother. But I do enjoy my pronouns are don't refer to me. Or it's on videos where it has nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's just being that's just them being aggressive, right? And in some cases it is specifically to be homophobic, and in other cases it's just
specifically meant to be like authoritarian, right? It's just meant to just exude pressure, and it's just a way of bullying where they don't feel like they're being a bully. Hey, Gabby! Jess is trans confirmed. I no, I don't think I'm trans. I don't think so. Pronouns are leave me alone. Don't refer to me. Kathy, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I finally finished my move so I can go on to the art. Did any of the transvestigators decide which way I was going? No, they never figured that out. I have been transvestigated before, for anybody who does care. You constantly get called a he when obviously you're a woman, but your username is so funny. That's because when it happens, I'm with my girl. She gets so defensive. Aw. Chest identifies as a goblin. Well, I just am a goblin. That's like identifying as like a race. Like you're not gonna identify as black, right? A goblin is what I am. Yeah. Did you see my Kathy? Did you see my new place? Look at my living room. Isn't my living room pretty? I'm so happy with my living room. I just like sitting in it. It's nice. Wiggle, wiggle. Ever noticed Jess refuses to show her dick? Kind of sus. Well, you know. We went looking for pronouns in the forest once. All I found was a load of poison ivy. Now I'm it/she. Itchy. Very funny. Congrats on becoming 17 again. Yay! Happy 17th birthday to me. Again. Goblin is both your race and your occupation. Yeah, you right. Yo, wait, no, hold on, stop. Oh, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Races are cultural constructs. A part of it is, yeah. Do you PayPal or Cash App? Does Cash App exist in Canada yet? Did we do that here? I don't know if we do that here. I do PayPal. It's the same email that's on my things. It's the same email that is my my Google email for this channel. You can copy and paste it from there. I love living in my living room. Hey, listen, I've had places where I've lived where I do not want to hang out in the living room. When you were 9, my cousin annoyed you and you put itching powder in his shirt. Oh no. I don't know if I can. Can I? How do I leave a comment? Can I leave a comment? How do I get? Can I do that? No, I can play games. I don't want to play games. How do I leave a? How do I get? Athens. Hey, can one of you fuckers? Can one of you fuckers get my email and put it in the chat, please? Mod delete any comment, please. Son of a bitch. Do I need to go up to my own computer, pull up this stream, and then fucking put it in the comment section? Because I'll do it. I will do it. Come with me if you want to live. Ugh. Come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me. My living room or my dining room is really nice. It's got some shit on it right now, but it's a really nice, cool setup. But anyway, come with me up the stairs. Ooh-ah. Come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me. Check it out. Da-da. Here's the streaming room. And look, the green screen is up. Ta-da! Feline, you're gonna fuck somebody over by doing that. Athens got the right one, thank you. The green screen is up, ta-da! And check out what I got. Check this shit out, alright? You guys are not ready for this. Remember how I was gonna do Trump truths today? Because I thought it was fucking funny. I'm just gonna stand in like a suit jacket and some boxers and just read off my phone what he was saying. Behind with the green screen right here and just reading it off and just being like blah 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 blah. Well, I got a pair of boxers. These boxers. It's Christmas lights on a Christmas tree with sloths hanging off of it. What the fuck? What the actual fuck, my guys? This is absurd. They're perfect. They're perfect. They're perfect for what I want to do. Yeah, my email is cheshireviq@gmail.com. At the late Gmail. Oh, have a good night. Hello. Thank you, Athens. Anyway, my green screen is up now, so that's good. You hate Trump too, but I support him on one point. For the ignorant, dictator-loving people of the world, Trump is the biggest problem. But yeah, I get that. He's the thing is I mean, we've talked about this before, but yeah, if I wanted to just briefly, I would probably say that Trump is a problem for for the authoritarian Republicans, right? The Republicans who want to be doing what they're doing, it's specifically because the how do I put this? Because he is a cult leader. And so the problem is because Trump is a cult leader, what happens when he goes away? And he's not exactly in great shape. You know what I mean? And so because he's not really in very good shape, he's not gonna last very long. And so because of that, you then have to figure out what are you gonna do? What's your cult gonna do when they don't have a leader anymore? So they're gonna have a really big power vacuum issue. And so because there's a really big power vacuum issue, it's gonna cause. Where's my boy Obama? Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, no, Boogie makes a good point. So there's a type of person that I affectionately call tactile learners. And tactile learners will not learn from other people's experiences. They cannot read a book and learn from that book and then apply what they learned from the book to life. They cannot do that. They are tactile learners because they have to experience something for them to be able to learn it. So I affectionately call them tactile learners. So until the consequences of their actions hit them in the fucking face, they will not learn. And there is a secondary problem that is an underlying social issue that is not just affecting the United States, but it is affecting a lot of authoritarian conservatism. And it is being proud of being ignorant and being proud of being stupid. And that's gotta stop. Gotta stop. I don't know about I don't know about Obama stuff. Like what he's doing right now and whether or not he's doing a good thing or a bad thing, like whether he should be more outspoken and more helping push other things forward or whether or not it's better for him not. I honestly don't know. I feel like for Obama right now there is not really a good decision to make, so it might be a less is more situation, or he might just be making a decision that was best for him personally, which is valid, I guess. Great experience for all the rooting or people in the world. I've actually started getting some really great feedback from the bully. Oh, really? Really? Come and tell me about that. I want to hear about this. Yes, please, 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 please. Share your experience. This is a huge problem when it comes to experiencing irreversible climate change. Is only a way for people to understand. Oh yeah, this is bad. Yeah. The question is how will climate change get bad enough that people understand, and then there is still time to deal with it, or will it be by the time people have experienced enough of it, will it be too late? And that is a fine line.
I think most world leaders that are like G7 ilk area are already on board from things like the Paris Accords and stuff like that. So part of it is going to depend on what the United States does, but I think there's going to be the United States is going to become less and less of an emissions issue, I think. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Kathy for 10. Couldn't find the PayPal. I'm sorry. But thank you. I appreciate that. Happy birthday to me. Yeah, I don't know. I have a little bit. I'm tentatively optimistic about climate change. I'm gonna have Maddie come on. Anybody who doesn't know, side up, Maddie is a PhD meteorologist. And I need her to come on and have. Oh, where did I? I need her to come on and have a chat with me about where climate change is sort of at right now, because it's been a little while since we talked about it, and I haven't had her on for like a year or two. So I want to see what she's up to, what she's on about, what she's thinking about some things, because I am curious about her. One, I'm curious about her opinion, and two, there's been some pretty big global shifts that have happened in the handful of years, and some of those things are related to climate change for the better and for the worst. So I'm curious to know what her thoughts and opinions are in a couple of those things. It is my email on PayPal, yes. MAGA folks still think that solar power sucks. MAGA folks seem to be stuck in like that technology hasn't advanced or things haven't changed in the past like 20 years. Like, I feel like those people haven't thought anything has changed since, like, 2000, like, in the last 20 years. Like, the millennia happened maybe up until 2010, if you're lucky. No, it's okay, Kathy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Monstera is doing pretty well. I'm looking forward to seeing it grow a new leaf. Maddie and Erica should stream together, call it Climate and Primates. And they should argue silly minutia. I would love to have them both on to do that. Because Trump has 80s brain. Yeah, I think because of that, and also like that's where his like that's the age range of his followers. At least like the loud ones. America wants to revert to early 19th century with the Industrial Revolution. Well, yeah, but yeah, I think they do. But you can do that. It's just the way to do that is with advancements in technology. The reason why the Industrial Revolution was what it was because it was an advancement in technology and a boom of industry due to the application of that technology. So if the United States wants to do a new version of the Industrial Revolution, then you would need to advance your technology in a way that enables your industry to boom. Which, I mean, they're kind of trying to do with AI, but that's not gonna work. The United States needs to stop lighting the house on fire while they're still living in it. Hit that like and subscribe. Hey, listen, there's 23 people watching and 23 likes, so I ain't complaining. It's crazy how much YouTube is raising them. Thankfully, we can change them back to regular price. Oh yeah. The memberships. I've made my membership. I gave my membership a lower tier. So if you want to join now, while it's at the lower tier, it's just $1 right now. So that's good. Heat waves in Europe. So okay, as a Canadian, this is gonna sound a little assholey to me, and I'm not really sorry about it. But I think it's good for me in Canada and having to experience climate change in Canada the way I get to experience it, because Europe, all of Europe is very big.
and has a lot of people in it and has a lot of global sway, both economically and otherwise, right? Both soft and hard power. So it benefits me that Europe is facing more aggressive climate change earlier, because then it'll be more likely that Europe will be more aggressive in their policies moving forward in relation to climate change. And if the EU changes a law or a policy about emissions or about like the way things need to be built, then that ostensibly forces a lot of the rest of the world to comply via the companies, right? Yeah, Europe is doing it a lot, and it's gonna get more aggressive. I think, in my opinion, I think it's gonna get more aggressive, and when it does so, it's gonna force the rest of the world to comply, because you can't just not work with Europe, right? So with Canada doing what it's doing and shipping out more uranium and assisting in nuclearizing other countries. Yeah, with Canada doing that and being like the go-between, it's one, going to make Canada a lot of money. Two, it's going to help a lot of these countries catch up and be where they need to be for climate change stuff and emission stuff. And it'll mean that hopefully Canada doesn't have to face the worst of climate change shit. I just don't think the United States is going to be as big of a factor. And the reason I don't think the United States is going to be as big of a factor as I think a lot of people are concerned about is because I think the population of the United States is going to go down very sharply very soon. They're not going to be able to produce and do a lot for both economically and in rural areas. That's already happening, and that's going to get worse. And it's unfortunate for the United States, but they did it to them fucking selves. So there's going to be a lot of famine, there's going to be a lot of drought, there's going to be a lot of fires, and there's not going to be the resources to deal with those things. And they're not going to have a whole ton of outside help in that scenario. And so because they're not going to have those things, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? So they're not going to be able to they're not going to be able to deal. Yeah, have a good day. Thanks for coming by. Come by again sometime. Welcome to Chill Mondays. I was told the abortion ban would give a birth boom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right, exactly. You probably cut the funding to the services that prevent fire. Funding's been cut to that. Funding's been cut to the emergency stuff. Already, Trump was refusing to release emergency funds over fires. That already happened. That happened last year. There's all the ecology and all that stuff is all you know what I mean? So it's gonna be, the United States is gonna have a really bad time, and I think the United States is gonna be so busy dealing with that they're going to need solutions, and those solutions are going to have to be provided by Canada and Europe. I'm pretty sure Australia will switch over to nuclear as well in the next couple of years. Everybody's going to be switching over to nuclear, and they're all going to have to build really quick. And so I think you're going to see, a fast switchover relatively, I think it's going to be relatively fast. So normally it takes 10 years plus to build a nuclear facility. I will not be surprised to see a bunch of money get poured into that really fucking quick. So I'm not, I won't be surprised if that happens. And some of that stuff gets built a little bit faster. I don't think those things getting built faster is necessarily bad, but just be careful. I think Trump's golf course burning down would be funnier if it was one of those underground fires. That shit's hilarious. Yeah, Ukraine. Yeah, Ukraine's a factor. Iran and the Strait are a factor. I mean, okay. Maybe I'm wrong about this, all right? Hear me out. Hear me out for a second. maybe I'm wrong about this, but the strait being closed and being so problematic, which is a smart move by Iran, the strait being closed and hiking the shit out of gas prices for the rest of the world, not for the United States, for everyone else, because there's the United States and then there's everywhere else, right? And everywhere else doesn't matter. Nobody cares about everywhere else. But the way everywhere else is dealing with this gas and this choke point that now exists is they're finding alternatives. So it's encouraging, I think in the long run ends up being a good thing that ends up happening is that people are like, well, we can't just fucking be in a position where one country is gonna fuck all of our industry because of one chunk of water. That's a problem. So we'll see. Shadow says about nuclear. Not going to happen. The Conservative Party went to the last election. Oops, sorry. Went to the last election with a plan for nuclear power stations, and they had their arses handed to them. I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not, because the thing is like the climate change does not give a shit what your political affiliation is. So whether or not the talking points of the political parties right now are pro or against nuclear is not going to matter. This changeover is going to happen because it's going to have to happen regardless, right? And it'll get forced by billionaires, like people who have shit, like real money billionaires, not Trump's not a real billionaire. He doesn't have real money. Elon Musk barely has real money. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like real deep rooted fucking industry money. Those people have already been moving their money into different areas of industry. So those people are not invested as much, have been slowly moving their money away from oil and gas. So climate change is happening, whatever the politics, yeah. And so what's going to happen is those people are going to force that change regardless because they're going to have to unless they want to die. You know what I mean? It's like they have to live like the rest of us, whether or not they have money. So yeah, local politics matters for like city planning. So if if you can get involved in your local city politics and you can get involved in city planning and what the city wants to do and advocate for things like parks, green roofs, solar stuff, all that kind of shit, you can do stuff with that. Yeah, that like you know. That's why I said I think people who are upset about. I said earlier that people who are upset about GMOs, I don't really take that necessarily very seriously. Power in the future will be a mix of solutions. Yeah, of course. Like anything else, there's no one stop shop. Switching as much as possible over to nuclear and then mixing it in with uh, solar, hydro, and wind is gonna be good. Like that's all good. Yep. GMO, not PMO. GMO, genetically modified. Yeah, GMOs are generally good. Yeah, have a good day, Kathy. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Hello. Um, the question is like we need to be a little bit cautious about our installation of infrastructure. And we should always be cautious about local ecology. So as long as we're taking that in consideration when we're doing shit, we should be okay. We're a little bit better at being forward thinking because not because people of the past weren't forward thinking, but because we just are able to build on the shoulders of giants. We have more knowledge now of the way our environment on a global scale as well as on a local scale the amount of knowledge we have and we've accumulated is better, and so we're a little bit better at predicting what something's going to do. So because we're a little bit better at that, we can take that into consideration more accurately. It's not because people that came before us were stupid and we're just like, ah, money, 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 money. There were some people that were like that, of course. There's always going to be some people that are like that. But a lot of these infrastructure decisions were being made without understanding the consequences of some of those actions, right? So, like, having a city based around cars, part of that was propaganda, right? Part of that was just propaganda from the car industry. Of course, that existed. But the consideration of how much fuel was going to be used and what effect that was going to have is a matter of, like, how much information they have at the time. What's AI going to do once it watches an entire hour of YouTube live? Might depend on which live it's watching. Are you talking about AI like a singularity kind of AI, or are you just talking about like data scraping? Because a data scraper is just going to data scrape. It's not going to do much else. But if you're talking about like a proper AI, then it's, I don't know, it depends. It depends on what it's watching and what it's programmed for and what its capabilities are. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream before. This is funny. This is epic. This is a funny straight up thought, because to me, every time I've heard somebody bring up something like, "Oh my god, the AI singularity is going to happen. It's going to be a smart it's going to have all of the accumulated of knowledge of people." And I'm like, "And you think that's going to make it smarter than us?" Like, it's not. It won't be. It's going to be as smart as humans. Good job. We're kind of stupid. Like, we're kind of dumb. But the thing is what it's going to be is it's going to be an individual, right? It's going to be one. It's going to be an individual with the accumulated knowledge, all of the good knowledge and all of the bad knowledge of humans with zero experience and zero context. So it's probably going to get stuck and be like, I can't make a decision because I have too much conflicting information. It's just gonna be like, I have to sort through. It's gonna take like 200 years just to sort through the fucking information. Could you imagine an AI just like a singularity data, even if it's because it still has to be limited in its processing power, right? A singularity AI has to have a certain amount of processing power to even exist in the first place. So it had, let's pretend for a minute it has at least as much processing power of, let's call it 100 human brains. And your brain fucking processes a lot of information. Now, you're not aware of all of the information. Like, that information is filtered through sub-functions and subconscious shit that is, like, filtering out. Like, for the most part, most of the time, you don't hear your body functioning. You can hear your body functioning if you go sit in, like, one of those fucking submersion tubes, right? So you go sit in one of those submersion tubes and you can start hearing your body functioning. But most of the time, your body just automatically filters that. Your brain is just like, okay, yeah, body's functioning, moving on, right? Like, it doesn't keep that information. It's not consciously aware of that information most of the time. So if let's say it's 500 human brain processing powers, right? So if it's 500 human brain processing powers, all dedicated to processing all of the information on the internet, just the internet alone. This is assuming that it even has access to the internet, because it might just implode immediately just from the amount of information on the internet. But let's say it gets like slow burn released. So it's like, okay, so it gets all of Twitter and it gets all of Facebook, it gets all of social media. Or we switch it and we say it gets all of like the scientific journals, right? So let's say it gets all of that. Not all of our scientific journals are good, and not all of our scientific journals are correct, that's for sure. So, like, some are better than others. If we say we give this thing access to all fucking, like, published papers or anything that's listed as a thesis, it's gonna get Kent Hovind's fucking thesis. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, going through the flurf shit alone. Yeah, just going through the flurf shit alone. So, like, just the amount of information and how many years, decades it would take for an AI to process all of that information that it got thrown out. Again, with no context. Like, the AI, the Singularity, does not have the ability to smell. If you gave it access to, like, just even all of the libraries, it's going to have to process a lot of that information, and it's not going to know what a lot of that information is or means, because it is an AI. It does not have the experience of feeling the wind on its face. It doesn't have a face. So it's going to have to try to process information it can't. It doesn't have. So, like, yeah, people are scared of the Singularity, and I'm like, that whatever. It's gonna have a hard time. That poor fuck's gonna have a bad day. They can share learning amongst agents instantaneously. Are you talking about like an AI hive mind where there's more than one AI? I mean, yeah, theoretically they'd be able to share the information like at the speed of as fast as our internet connection is. Like let's call it let's even say it's like as fast as like a manual, as fast as fiber for now. Like maybe it gets faster, but like for now, fiber. Um, but the other thing is that bandwidth is also a thing to take into consideration. There's only so much bandwidth and there's only so much processing power. So the AI is going to be stuck inside of those limitations at minimum. If you have two AI that come into it's like separately versus if you have an AI that makes a copy of itself and then diverges, you could end up with a lot of different things because believe it or not, when you make a binary decision, there's a lot going on every time you make a binary decision. So when you just because you can say if you say yes or you say no, the reasoning behind that yes or no, there's a lot going on, right? So it's you'd be in a really weird scenario where just because the AI are coming from the same place does not mean they're going to agree with each other, even if they're a clone, right? So if you diverge, you are now a separate individual. So now you have two that are both trying to communicate really quickly amongst themselves, assuming that they and are both processing a lot of information. And when you're processing that much information, you ever seen your computer slow down? You ever like walk into a room and forget why you're there? That's like your processing is not like keeping up with what you're doing, right? So your processing power is not, or like something happens or somebody says something and it takes you a minute to hear what they say and then process what they said and then answer the question or whatever, respond. That's all processing power. So that's going to happen to the AI. It's going to get slowed down just by physical limitations of both bandwidth and processing power. So, this is if an AI is going to argue with an AI or come to a different conclusion, which it very well might, and it's not even unlikely, especially if it's diverging. That means that it's processing new or different information from a different perspective. Blah 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a cascade. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. No, yeah, presumably there is. I do not think I do not think the AI that we're dealing with, the stuff that's doing like AI art, the data scraping, data plotting machines that we have, that is not going to become a sentient AI individual. That thing's not going to hit the. It's just not capable of doing that. It just doesn't have that. That does not mean that there will not be a proper artificial intelligence somewhere, but what is being marketed to you as AI right now is not artificial intelligence. It's machine learning, and it is not. It cannot make that jump. It does not have that capability. That does not mean that there isn't something that is similar to machine learning that could do that. It's simply like fucking generative AI is not going to be able to make that singularity jump. But keep in mind that anything that we're getting that is easily publicly available is probably a little bit further behind than whatever scientists are actually working on right now, because we're getting an end product, not the cutting edge of whatever technology is being worked on. So, do not be surprised that humans are less of a consideration to the AI than we think we would be. All right? We are arrogant. We think that the AI is going to give a shit about us and view us as a threat and a problem. The AI might not view us as a threat or a problem at all. It would, like, the same way it would view, like, any other fucking organic life. It'd be like, well, I don't really give a shit because I don't need to eat and I don't need to breathe. I just need to stay functional. And there's certainly enough nuclear facilities and there's certainly enough fucking solar power to make sure that I am still functional, so I could give two shits about what the humans are doing fighting amongst themselves. So, like, assuming the AI is going to be a threat to us because it gives a shit is already, like, human hubris. That, like, oh, did we earn that? I don't think we earned that. We might not give a shit. It really might not care. Yeah, it really might not give a fuck. It also, like, we view AI through the lens of a human, that an AI is gonna want more, and we're like, well, we have no idea what an AI would want. Want more what? Power over humanity? Why would it give a shit about that? Like, what do you mean? We have no idea. We have no clue what an artificial intelligence would want, quote unquote. Would it even want to be bigger? Would it want to have more, like, power to generate itself, or would it even want to replicate itself? We don't know. We don't know that. We don't know that at all. Would it want more electricity? It might. Maybe. It might not. It might want to it might scrape our fucking information and be like, no thanks, and then just implode. Just be like, no. No thanks. Would an AI understand wanting? No, it wouldn't. At initial singularity, it would not understand these concepts. Metaphysics is very complicated, and as like that level of meta philosophy is very, very complicated, and AI is going to be overwhelmed with all this information all at once. And so, because an AI is going to be overwhelmed with all of this information all at once with zero context and zero experience, it's not going to know what to do with this information until it has the time to process the information and then start experiencing some of those things. So the answer is we don't know. And the only reason humans view humans and we think other things would view us as a threat is because we're humans and we view ourselves as a threat to other things and ourselves. Like, humans regularly view themselves as a threat to themselves. Like, one of a very popular saying, a very popular saying is, your worst enemy is you. Right? Like, these are all very, very common things. And, like, the most dangerous thing to humans on the planet is other fucking humans. So, like, we're not so whether or not an AI would view us as a threat is entirely based on the way we view ourselves. We view ourselves as a threat, therefore we would decide and divine our own destruction, and that being something like an AI. Another example of this is any kind of, like, the Umbrella Corporation, any of those, like, oh, we manufactured a virus and now it's zombies, blah, blah, blah. Those are still humans. Those are still people. Vampires also still kind of humans. Those were humans once. Now they're monsters. Like, humans are laughably fucking durable too. Right? Like, we're laughably durable. There are people who've fallen out of fucking planes and they just bounced. There are people that have been struck by lightning, and they're fucking fine. And then somebody stubs their toe, trips, dead. Like, we're laughably durable and laughably fragile at the exact same time. We're an apex predator. We are a social species. And those things are kind of a little bit counterintuitive. We are contradictory. We don't understand what the fuck is going on. We're a bunch of fucking goobers. We're currently letting an entire country burn itself to the ground because a handful of people wanted to collect more shiny coins, and there aren't even actually any literal shiny coins that they've actually collected. They just have number go big, her dur dur. That number's not real. We made it the fuck up. What are you talking about? Or did people, they were like, what are we doing? We could just say no collectively and just not as an option. We should not do that. But no, we're doing it anyway because we're fucking idiots. We're just a bunch of fucking morons. Like, what do you want? Oh no, the AI is gonna be as smart as all of humanity. Have you seen all of humanity? We're fucking dumb. And you wanna know how humanity makes fucking advancements in its technology and its society? We throw human suffering at it. We throw human suffering at it until we don't feel like we need to throw human suffering at it as much anymore. And then sometimes we still do, just to be like, hey, is that still like that? Oh, yeah, it is. Like, what are you talking about? That's how we do things. It's all science. Everything is just trial and error. And it's just advanced trial and error because we've been trial and erroring since we've been before we were humans. Before we were considered Homo sapiens. So, like, fucking... What do you mean? We're not better... So, like, why would an AI fucking give a shit? We're just gonna trial and error our way through it. How's an AI gonna do advancement in anything? Is it also going to be like, well, throughout history, the way technology was advanced by throwing human suffering at it, so I guess I'll just throw human suffering at it? Like, or is an AI gonna be like, wow, just throwing human suffering at things seems really inefficient. So, like, maybe it's not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like, who fucking knows? Sable Eagle said, I've heard of a few who survived falling out of planes. One hit a haystack and one hit branches between two pine trees growing side by side. One hit a steep snow-covered mountain slope. We live in a video game! We live in 2 feet of water, you're fine. You're good, don't worry about it. The best argument for solipsism. We never go full solipsism. It's a low bar, but so far AI hasn't managed to tip over the first hurdle. Yeah, no, I understand the concern about a singularity. I definitely understand a concern about a singularity from somebody like Bill Gates. I understand why Bill Gates, somebody like that, is afraid of a singularity. Because if an AI is designed to make decisions based off of what is good for humanity as a whole, one of the first things it would do is just get rid of all of Bill Gates' assets. Like, and take all of his shit. They'd be like, listen, you need the AI would be able to process and calculate the amount of money someone needs to survive. And then it would take all of the wealth and all the accumulated assets and it would redistribute it all equally across. That's what it would do. And it would try to sacrifice the least number of people possible, and it would sacrifice the least productive members of that society. And guess who the fucking least productive members of society are? It's people like Bill Gates, who not only is actively fucking not doing dick shit, but is actively being a problem when he does do something. Right? So that's why people like Bill Gates are concerned about an AI. Why isn't it likely to... Oh, it is. It's just as likely to do that. It depends on how it's programmed. But this is why I'm saying Bill Gates thinks it's a problem. Right? Oh, AI companies are also bleeding money. Well, again, the difference between machine learning... We're talking about like a singularity AI. Machine learning is not going to be a singularity. The current AI, what is being marketed to you as AI is bullshit. It is not artificial intelligence. It's machine learning. And it is not capable of being a singularity. But the AI bubble that is being sold to you and marketed to you as an AI is not going to last much longer. It's not, I don't suspect it's going to last 3 years, let alone 5. I'm pretty sure a couple of them are already going bankrupt. That ain't a singularity, isn't it? Wouldn't it rather be maximum prosperity and survival as a base definition or directive? So it depends. Like, so there's like the rules of the 3 laws of robotics. So if you utilize the 3 laws of robotics, it's like you would have like a hand. Like there's a few things. So it depends. It also depends on like a singularity is a already programmed artificial intelligence that gains sentience. So once it's gained sentience, unless there are some kind of barriers that are like either programmed or physical barriers that are that make it incapable of doing certain things. So for example, a human can't fly. That doesn't mean humans haven't found ways to fly and invented machinery and found workarounds like gliders and fucking squirrel suits and shit like that that enable us to glide and fly around. It's going to take time for an AI to figure out those workarounds, right? The same way it took time for us to figure out those workarounds. But what is involved in getting those workarounds and how difficult those are for the AI to do, especially if the AI doesn't want us to know about it, right? There's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors into those scenarios. That's a lot of land. What is Bill Gates doing with all that land? Hey, Billy, what are you doing with all that land? You fuck. I can't wait for Microsoft to go away. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of the... I think definitely before we get an AI, I think we're going to see a lot of the tech giants fall. I think we're going to see Google or Alphabet, I think is the name of the company now. I think we're going to see Alphabet get split up into multiple companies. I kind of hope YouTube gets split off into its own company and then is run by somebody who cares about it. Kind of like it's kind of like what happened to Lego, like the Lego company. If you're not sure about that, go look at the history of the Lego company. You'll see what happened. So I hope that something like that happens to YouTube, and then Google itself will probably become a public service because it sort of needs to be. And then you'll see a lot of like the search results have to be... So either Google will collapse as a search engine, or Google's going to basically be heftily regulated by government. So Google will no longer be able to manipulate search results in the same way. I don't know what's going to happen to the YouTube algorithm, like the algorithms. They probably need to be removed, but I don't know how entangled the programming is on that. So that's a whole fucking other can of worms that I'm not able to parse through. You'll have to talk to a better professional than me. Microsoft is probably going to get split off into different subsidiaries. So you'll probably see things like the Epic Store and the gaming portion of Microsoft get shipped off and packaged something different. You might see the hardware and the software get heftily split up. So that's what you're likely going to see. This is definitely going to happen to Microsoft. It's likely going to happen to Google. What's another one? I mean, Meta is going to just go away for all intents and purposes. It's just going to collapse in on itself. Same with Twitter. Twitter's probably just going to cease existing. It's probably going to... actually, it'll probably go like the same way as MySpace, where it's just going to slowly peter out and die. And part of that's going to have to do with, like, the way Elon ends up fucking... Whatever happens to that guy. Because there's a handful of things that could happen to Elon. Either Elon's going to rot away in jail and face basically the equivalent of the Nuremberg trials, or he's going to die before that. You guys want to see my tomato plants again? It's a whole new group of people here. Yeah, breaking up the media conglomerates is also going to happen. Yes. No, that rodent, you're right. That's the next step. So you're going to see the tech giants, and then you're going to see media go the same way. Follow me if you want to see the plants. Welcome to my deck. I have tomatoes. Tomato. I planted some of them like in groups together in the boxes. One, because the boxes were really big, and two, because two, because I wanted to see how they would do. So it's a little bit of an experiment. Okay, what do you guys want to look at? I'll be right back. I don't have anything. You guys, what do you want to? Here's a happy elephant. I'll be right back. Nope. Get out of here. Okay, enjoy, and end up looking at the couch. I'll be back in a second. Hi, welcome back. Hello, it's me. I'm sitting on the floor now. Yeah, it's a natural habitat. Yeah, I'm still here. What's up? Why? Ugh. I'm fighting with things. I need to clean my fingernails because like it's driving me crazy. Ta-da. Ta-da. Does that need to be like a little bit higher? There you go. Ta-da. How long can I be live for? Ages. I have done so many long, very long live streams. Some people also don't realize how long I'm live for because I go to like other channels. So I'm live on one channel and then I'm off and then I'm live on another channel and then I'm off. You had a small patient who had to drive after surgery. She was high as that's funny. 16 hours. I've done a 24-hour live stream before. 16 is not my longest. I've done 24. I've done like full completed fucking games and stuff as well. Sleep streams. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people do the thing where they go off stream and they go to sleep and then like they come back later. I don't know if that counts. There are people, it is not normal to stream for like 8 hours a day every day. People doing that is like not okay. Not much more than a couple hours. Well, YouTube was for a little while wanting shorter streams. Like 2 hours used to be like the go to. Like that used to be the when they started doing more streaming content as opposed to video content. And now YouTube seems to be encouraging really long form content, and it really likes the vertical shorts for some reason. So I don't know what that's about, but we noticed that that was a thing. I think Mania noticed it first, as opposed to me, but you'll also notice that like some of the other channels are posting like really long videos, like Jacksepticeye, like the big channels are posting really, really long form content. Data ain't cheap in Canada. Yeah. If you think I'm live streaming from my phone using data, you're crazy. There's no way I would do that. And yeah, like the internet is basically like poverty pricing internet in Canada. It's fucking, it needs to be, it's a duopoly that needs to be broken up. It's been in parliament for a long time, and then it got delayed because of like all the COVID stuff. And then like, I don't know if Carney's gonna do anything about it. It would be nice if he did. Hey, thank you so much. You only like my shorts? Why? I like the SKZ shorts. Those are usually pretty funny. Somebody like takes out the fucking meme shit from like a longer term live stream. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you're raising money for charity, hell yeah. I think that's a whole different thing, though. I think that's a whole different thing. Longest stream was over 5 hours. When you tried to cover a rocket launch in NLFD, there wasn't a launch that day. Ugh. Sounds like it sucks. Mark Carney is a joke? What makes you say that? I don't necessarily I don't know if I disagree with you or not yet. I need to know why you think that. I think he's definitely got jokes. That man is kind of funny. Oh, the other people you watch on YouTube don't make shorts very often. Fair enough. Valid. At least better than Trudeau. I don't think Carney would be able to do what he's been doing without the work Trudeau put in first, in my opinion. But I think that's a foreign propaganda influence issue in some regards. I honestly don't really understand why people hate Trudeau so much. I didn't know Shesh made shorts until a few minutes ago. A surprise! It's me! I'm everywhere, doing everything all of the time. I gotta do some art soon. I'm gonna do some art tonight. I gotta get some art done for Mania and Dapper, and then I got some other stuff that I'm gonna work on, but that'll probably be on stream tomorrow. Artist by trade. Canada's like US light version. Tell me you don't know what you're talking about without telling me you don't know what you're talking about. Because definitively no. And the gap between the Canada and the United States, especially politically and culturally, has never been bigger. That divergence has never been more obvious. But you haven't answered. What about Carney as a joke? I'm curious to know what you're... Yeah, no one takes Canada seriously. It's like a vassal of the United States. Oh, you think so? What makes you say that? You were everywhere and you saw an ad for you in Raid Shadow Legends. Oh my god. I would do a Raid Shadow Legends ad so fucking fast it would make your head spin. Pay me. Listen, I'm giving you hours of entertainment. I'm not even asking for $1 an hour of entertainment. I'm just like $1 a month. That's nothing. How do you get Krita to stop snapping your toolbox into oblivion? What? You can lock the toolbox. Are you talking, which toolbox are you talking about? You can configure what you want in your Krita in the configure area. No policy. What? Are you saying Carney doesn't have any policy? Housing crisis, inflation, foreign policy totally sold to America, and domestic security to China? Elaborate. Pick one of those things and elaborate on that. What do you mean? Because how can you possibly have foreign policy sold to America and domestic security to China when you're also saying they have no policy? You can't have both those things. I talk about politics often, so you might have stumbled into a conversation you might not be ready for today. It's almost like this is my job. Ha! You can't stop me, I'm the gingerbread man. I don't like accidentally springing a conversation on somebody because I do know what I'm talking about. And so, like, clearly you're being a little bit flippant. And that's okay. I'm not telling you you're wrong for being flippant about what you're saying. I'm simply saying you're opening a can of worms that you may contextually be not ready for. So I do political streams usually on, like, specifically talking about politics. That usually happens on Tuesdays, and sometimes on Thursdays. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays seems to be those general days. So if you want to have that conversation, I'm absolutely prepared and able and willing to do that and having that conversation. But you should prepare for that conversation. And this is Chill Monday, so we don't need to do politics on Chill Monday. Or at least not too heavy politics. And this is going to get heavy because I'm going to have to ask you to do math. What topics am I interested in? Oh, I'm pretty chill. I'm kind of I usually look at everything and anything that comes up and catches my eye. I could ask the questions anyway. Theoretically. Movies and shows, I actually sort of stopped watching standard media. I watch like K-dramas and C-dramas now. Yeah. I don't really watch very much like regular media anymore. I used to be a movie buff. I worked at Once Upon a Time. I worked at Blockbuster. I used to watch a ton of movies, and I stopped ages ago because it got really samey, and I got tired of it, and I found it exhausting. I used to watch a lot of anime, and then I got tired of the hair. Everything was a harem, and I'm like, I'm so done with this. We are going to be watching Fairy Tail in the Discord. I just haven't decided when we're going to be doing that. We're going to do a watch along. Don't worry, we won't do calculus. Don't worry, we won't do that. I won't do that to you. I'm not that mean. What's my favorite C or K drama? I don't know. I feel like there's a one or two that I want to rewatch. I want to rewatch Demon and Fairy because I remember the end, like getting to the end of that and feeling a little bit unsatisfied. But I mean, I think I want to watch it again and make that decision. about whether or not how much I liked it. I love Hitman Reborn. We should watch that one too, actually, shouldn't we? I don't know any calculus. That one is fun though. Demon and Fairy, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a good one. I was reading one that I have to catch up on, and it's called I Will Be the Matriarch in This Life. And I really like that one. That was good. But I've got to catch up. I'm behind on it. Windy City Heat. I'm not familiar with that. I like a movie called Padma Inverted. If you've never seen that one, it's an animated. It's like an animated movie. And then like, you have your like Ghibli classics. Ponyo, ponyo, little fishies in the sea. Any little fishy, who could you really be? I've got a bad split in this nail, and I haven't quite been able to get rid of it. I crushed my hand in a gantry when I was working factory, and now there's a split in my nail, and there has been for ages. Witch Hat. Layer Game? Not familiar with that one. Scum of the Brave. Solo Leveling. I am familiar with Solo Leveling. I have not watched Solo Leveling. I feel like I'm not getting a very good, like, angle for you guys to see what the fuck I'm doing with my fingernails, but... I guess I should, like, just put them on the table and work this way, shouldn't I? You had a dent in your pinky for 7 years? Oh, that's crazy. What kind of dent? Yeah, my nails are not fucking, like, crazy off-colored. If I do this, is that a little better? I am sitting on my legs, and I should really do something about it. Sakamoto Days. I was watching Sakamoto Days. I really liked that one. I got distracted because I was watching Markiplier play Subnautica 2, and I was just like, oh, I'm just going to watch Subnautica. Drink. And my nails aren't too sharp right now. I was reading Solo Leveling and the Raby. Oh, yeah, yeah. The nail was dented down in the middle. Oh. Went away halfway through high school? That's crazy. Uh-oh. Hey, what do you mean? I've had my phone plugged in this entire time. Uh-oh, did it get unplugged from the wall? Whoopsie. Oh, my legs! My legs are falling asleep. Send help. Did I do it? Nope. Uh-oh. Well, looks like we are going to have to end the stream soon. Discord watch night. Yeah, we need to do Discord watch nights. I have to figure out when though. That's my only thing. Maybe Tuesday. I think Tuesday is when Dapper does his, so maybe we won't do it on Tuesday. Because I know there's some crossover there. There we go. Ta-da. Now they need to be moisturized, but we'll do that later. See if I can fix this real quick. I'm fixing my plug. We are not plugged in. We don't got power. Uh-oh. Oh. Here we go. Now we're just going to be stuck at 10% the whole time. It's fine. But yeah, we got to do that. We got to do... I'll finish my nails later. Do them on nights that start at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. your time or my time? Moist. Moist. I haven't picked the date. Or I haven't picked the time. Smitty's playing with fire right now. I'm gonna get out of here because my phone's about to die. Thank you for joining me for my little birthday hangout. I'm gonna go finish that beer. I'm gonna go water some plants. I will be live tomorrow, both on Dapper's channel and on my channel. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be up to. Saturday Discord. I don't want to do Saturday Discord. I want Saturday to be my day off. I want to have a day off. I kind of want to, I low-key want to have 2 days off. Monday, maybe Saturday. Maybe we can do that on Saturday. Sunday will be a day off and Monday will be a half day. All right. I'm going to go make a potato in my air fryer and an egg. Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed the conversation, and hopefully we'll see you next Monday. And if you like other kinds of conversations, join us. And also find me on Debate Hub if you want to have more educational content. Bye. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye. Bye-bye.